Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quick handoff. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the running game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Lets it fly. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Simmons to throw. Dumps it to the back. Right side, it's Hawkins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets loose in the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Snap to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They'll need a bunch on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Running to the left. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on second down. Catch in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
That's was a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Simmons. Comes down, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Hawkins. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Got a man in the middle. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down immediately.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Throwing Simmons. Rushes on. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. On the move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Hey, And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff again. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. He's going to take a shot. A strike downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
Third and long coming up. He'll set up to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, that's just pitch and catch. At this point, you're just trying to create some rhythm in the passing game, so you find your tight end, stick route, middle of the field. Doesn't get easier than that.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Carry-On.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Carry-On. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Now here's Simmons. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Flip it out to the back on the screen. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Simmons. Gonna let it fly. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The run inside. It's Hawkins. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Fellows, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the home squad looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Simmons on the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Carrion. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Simmons. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hawkins. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here.
Makes the catch, and he's free. The 20. Touchdown Sooners. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Wants to throw on first. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide left, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He wants to go deep. Makes a deep grab. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Nebraska. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him, you want to leave him on an island, it's not going to turn out well.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Simmons. Left side is Carrion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws it back. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a little space. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Going to the ground. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's some daylight. Past the 6. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside. Let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking for the end zone. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Second down to the air. Looking to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Austin Simmons, a play fake. Gets rid of it. That one just came off his hand badly.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Hits inside. It's Hawkins. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Thomas. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Sooners are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. Drops back. It's Simmons. Fires complete on the crosser. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Again, it's Simmons. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Out of the backfield, he's open. Touchdown Sooners! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. 15-point lead, going for 2 here. If they get it, it'll be a 3-possession game. Here's Simmons to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
They're all over it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Hands it off. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Simmons. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The corners are walked up tight. Quick give. It's Hawkins. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the run, it's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals.